ALR Season 9, Week 2. We are at Barcelona, Catalunya this week. And I'm the Canadian, the dude. I'm going to be doing our Tier 7 post-coms. Sorry for a little bit of the delay on getting these post-coms done. I've been insanely busy. So, yeah, I'm going to do my best here to make it through these sprints. The sprint and the feature race for Tier 7. I will say I am extremely exhausted, but I wanted to get this this done for you guys before your next race. So, yeah, we're gonna quickly fire this up here. Looks like we got a couple new drivers. I think, if I recall, Krill was swapped out after his dominance week 1 at Suzuka. And honestly, I haven't been on the Discord all week, so I have no idea who's even replacing him. So I'm just going to get this commentary rolling because I need some sleep here eventually. Because I have another insane week coming up, but you guys deserve to have your race commentated so you guys can rewatch and enjoy. So let's get this rolling here. We're starting with the sprint. I believe I selected the sprint. Yeah, 16 minutes on the timer. Beauty. Dens. P1. Qualified P1. Get this up here. There we go, in the Skechers. Reese. P2. I think that's a new livery for him in the Porsche. Looks nice, actually. Kind of digging that one. Team Skechers. 1 and 3 on the grid, so good qualifying from them. So this must be Krill's sub in the BRZ. So he's qualified P4. Good debut for him there. Clouds, he's P5. Just the default livery on him, or his isn't loading. In the we got 2 different Beamers? I'm going crazy here. Yeah, oh yeah, we do. We got 2 different BMWs. That's right. Got a Z4 and the Endurance, I believe. Anywho, regardless. AMG, D-Dubs, P7, T-Nivet, P6. Kind of skipped over him. Sorry, T-Nivet. He uploaded the races for me, so shout out to him for that. JP. It's a P8 quali for him. He was one of the faster guys last week, Suzuka. Quackhouse. Team Fanta, he's hanging out P9. I'm still going to call you Crack, even though I know you're making a play on words about Machiavelli. But Cracchiavelli is just doesn't roll off the tongue as good as Crack. So we're going to stay with Crack. Happy Dragon, who struggled in Suzuka. He's going to look for a bounce back race. Lord Hands, who I think got absolutely boned by the commentator jinx last time. He's P12. Marvel and the Viper, he's hanging out P13. Devith, he's hanging out P14. And then Fatban, starting from the back of the grid in P15. So let's just get this race rolling. Let's get this sprint going here. Slow start from a couple of the drivers here. And it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a party here coming down to turn 1. As Chazza just flies in, maybe a little bit too aggressive, as Reese with the better line just kind of goes, I'll take that position back. There's no way you're going to hold on. As Marvel, that Viper straight line speed is nuts off the line. He sneaks himself up into P8. So he goes side by side here with T-Nivet. And he's going to get that move done. And JP in front of him. Nivet says, alright, you're going to have to battle if you want that position. He takes it back through the corner, so. Some good driving there, some good racing between the BMW driver and the Viper driver. Dragivelli, P12. DeVith is hanging out. Happy Dragon is P13 hanging out. Lord Hands, he's dropped to 14th. And Fox in the BRZ, he's dropped down from P. Well, I think he was. I think he had a great start. Yeah, he was P4 off the line. Let's take a quick look, see if we can see maybe what happened to him, as that's a big drop. Turn 1, it looks like he just is really ginger. And he just gets kind of stuck on the outside there on both corners. Or, yeah, just kind of getting past, and just an unfortunate start for him there. As the AMG moves around the outside there. Oh, and there it is. Okay. We found it. I knew something happened. We'll go on board here. We'll take a quick look here. Ooh. Yeah, that's a tough one there. It looked like he had lots of room to kind of steer more into the apex there. And it looks like he just kind of drives into him. That spins him around. So that's an unfortunate incident there with Fabian. And just like that, Fox is down into P15. That's unfortunate. So, after all the craziness there... Yeah, after all the craziness there, Reese has slowly started to build the small gap between him and Jezza. Clouds has done a good job to get himself between Team Skechers there, as the BMW base livery rips it around the track. JP up into P5. I think I said he was P8 on the start, so that's a good first lap from him. That's some quality positions. Let's take a quick look at who's on what tires here. So Reese in the Porsche, which is decent on tires, he's on the softs. I believe that's the Audi. Yeah, I don't really drive the Audi. Yeah, it's the Audi. Audi P2, he's on the softs. Beamer's on the softs. So JP going with it, a little bit of a different strategy than everyone else. Same kind of thing he did in Suzuka, I believe. He's on the mediums. So if he can defend off the start, he'll have an advantage coming in maybe the last couple laps here, because I believe that the softs die with about 1 lap, 2 laps to go. So we'll see how he fares on those mediums. Although D-Dubs is behind him on the soft tires, and he's going to be pushing. Marvel on the softs. Quackhouse on the softs. Crack, he's on the softs as he gets overtaken from the penalty. T. Nivet, he's on the mediums as he goes deep into the hairpin trying to get a move done. Let's rewind that here. I kind of want to see what happens here again. That band. Weaving. Yeah, a little bit of craziness, but you know, that happens from time to time. So he is on the softs. Crack on the softs. Yeah, we talked about he was on the mediums. Softs for Happy Dragon, as he should in the BRZ. DeVith on the softs. Fox on the softs. And Lord Hands Also going with the medium strat. So, actually I haven't driven the Aston since the update, so no clue at all what the tire life is like on that bad boy. As we start to see a little bit of separation. A little bit of separation here between the top four as they make their getaway. D-Dubs, he's leading the next chunk of the pack on the softs. Marvel's still hanging out, P7. Quackhouse, P8, Fatban, P9. And again, sorry guys if I'm a little less energetic than normal. I am a little bit tired, so doing my best here to grind through. D-Dubs now defending here from JP. He seems to be putting on a clinic here on the medium tires. As he continues to catch guys on the soft tires here in front of him. Not going to be close enough there for a move in the turn one, so we'll jump away from that battle and we'll hang out with Quackhouse here. As he gets a great run out of the last corner. He gets side by side with the Viper. He's going to have the inside line for turn one. Oh, he lets off. Interesting. Lets off in the turn one. He's going to give it to Marvel. Let's see what he's got planned here. He gets another better exit. So Marvel looking like maybe he's holding up the Team Fantha driver here. And Quackhouse just waiting for a small mistake, and he gets it there. Marvel goes a little bit wide, and he gets an easy overtake rather than trying to force something through turn one. So great patience there from him. That's a great set of driving. Oh, Quackhouse with the switchback there. Beautiful move after Marvel with a tricky little overtake coming back at him as these two are engaged in a little bit of a battle here. The Viper's got great speed out of the hairpin, so let's see if he can hit this apex. Quackhouse goes a little bit deep, and just like that, the Viper's right back on him. It's a little bit of a funky line there. That corner, and that's going to allow Quackhouse to pull away as the Viper, handling like the true boat that it is, just struggling to get the rotation and get turned in on some of these corners. So Quackhouse is going to pull away here on the straight as he's got the better exit speed by almost 10 kilometers an hour. Fatban trying to get in the range of the Viper here. And Fox in the BRZ, he is making his way back through the pack. Good on him to stay focused after that unfortunate incident lap one where there was a little bit of contact. So Fatban goes off on the AstroTurf, and he's going to take that position back with ease. So he's back up in the P9. So great drive from him so far. He's clawed back all the positions that he lost before he was contacted. Oh my goodness, and just like that, I have literally jinxed him. I'm sorry, Fox, that's unfortunate timing. I'm going to rewind that because I want to take another look at this one. Just what happens here. One of the hood cam. That's unfortunate. Maybe just a little bit hard onto the accelerator there while on the curb, and that's just enough there to send him around. As P13 of it is in P13, maybe struggling on those mediums a little bit with some of the pace. As we see, he had looks like a small mistake on lap 4, 159. So maybe off track or something that caused him to lose some time. That's unfortunate for him. Lord Hands hanging out there in P15. He's catching up to the back of Happy Dragon. And Reese doing a good job to keep those tires alive. My goodness. Looking at his tires compared to the team of R8s behind him, he is just putting on a clinic. Lap 6, and it looks like he hasn't even driven on those softs yet. So that's incredible tire management from him, and that is certainly going to give him an unbelievable chance to win the sprint race here. So I think pending no major mistakes, I think right now we're on board with our race winner. Prediction. Hopefully I don't give him the good old commentator jinx, but with the tires in the shape that they're in, and his consistency through the first 5 laps, 142.8, 142.8, 142.6, 142.6. He has just found a groove here, so good on him. Jezza, we still got 5 minutes left in the sprint race, so another 2.5 laps, almost 3 laps. And his front left is screaming at him already. As you can see, he's down almost a full second since lap 3. So those tires starting to lose grip out there, and you can tell he's definitely starting to feel it. As Clouds looking for a way by, and he's gonna get the good old Audi double team treatment as Jezza holds him up ever so slightly, which allows Denz to take a good line through. Reminiscent of the Alphas in Tier 2. Shout out to RDO and Simon, as they did the same thing to me in Suzuka. Great driving from those Audi drivers to work together. So the next pack consists of D-Dubs and JP, and we should start to see JP now really start to close that gap on this next lap, as the softs of D-Dubs should be significantly, well, I shouldn't say significantly, should be slower on this lap than the mediums, as they are falling off. .144.4 for D-Dubs, and there's a 144.3 for JP, so basically a tenth of a second there, and that's going to continue to be accentuated. There's the word of the day as this race goes on. So Quackhouse P7, as soon as he got by Marvel, he's put quite a distance between the two of them, so Marvel was definitely holding him up for a couple laps there in the Viper. As we see another Viper train, as the Viper always seems to just create a train of cars behind it. Not the fastest car by any means, but it sure does look great. So They get style points, and that's got to count for something, I think. As Fat Band starts taking some looks here, trying to see how he can claim P8 from the Viper. Thief P11, Crack is P10, Fox P12, so maybe another small mistake from him that I missed, as he was back up into P9, I thought I saw. But bad luck there. And Lord hands in Happy Dragon, playing patty cake in the back here, as they continue to fall behind the rest of the grid, unfortunately. So I'm wondering if Nivet is maybe second guessing his choice to go on mediums, as he is just struggling with pace, as he put down a 145.7, which just isn't quite gonna do anything to get him back in the range of Fox and or DeVith. But we're coming, this will be the last lap here, as we are at 14 minutes and 50 seconds. So let's take a quick look here. Reese, he's run away with it. He's got a big lead here. Jezza and the Audis holding a 2-3 stranglehold here, as they try to hold off Clouds. Clouds through the hairpin was looking for a move, but it just wasn't there, and as a result, he drops back a little bit, and that's probably going to cost him a chance at P3 there. As they come around, Reese is going to take the checkered flag for a race win, followed by Jezza and the two Audis. Clouds P4, JP P5. Not sure what happened to D-Dubs when he gave up that position, but JP with a great drive, he gets himself P5. D-Dubs, he gets himself into P6. Quackhouse does a good job. He's going to come in P7. And a good drive from the Viper. This is a very hard track for the Viper, and he's going to hold off these guys, it looks like, at the line. Wow, what a crazy little grouping there. We're going to rewind that and take another look. So Fat Band's got a half-second penalty, so he's really not even in this little cluster. That's a great move there from DeVith in a very tight section where there's not a lot of room for mistakes. So good on him there. So unfortunately for Fox, that's a tough race. Maybe a little bit of contact there on Crack. Tough to say with the netcode. But that sends Crack into the abyss. Let's check the speed. 160. Oh yeah, definitely some contact there, unfortunately. That's going to send him wide in the pit. Luckily, no one behind him, so he can join. And so DeVith comes P9, Fox P10, Faban because of that penalty. He's down to P11. Got Crack P12, Nivet P13, Happy Dragon P14, and Lord Hands is going to round up the grid in P15. So, I'm quickly going to get started with the feature because I'm dying here. Again, shout out to T-Nibbit for posting. And we're going to do our best here to make it through this feature race. Alright, no need to wait. I'm getting this fired up. Reverse grid. Let's roll. Mediums from Lord Hands and Happy. First driver on the softs is going to be Fatman in P5, so interesting to see how that works out. Daveeth, P7, he's using the softs. So only 2 drivers starting on the soft tire here. Oh, and Reese. Starting on the soft from the back, so he plans on, I guess, getting a ton of overtaking done right off the rip. So, let's get this rolling here. As Niva gets by Happy Dragon off the start, he slides into P2. He might even slide into the lead here going into turn 1. He goes a little bit deep, but he's going to easily get that done. Oh my goodness, we have... Oh my goodness. This is just... I don't even know where to look here. Let's go on board with Fox. And this is such a dangerous little section on lap 1. Marvel shoots down the inside. He makes it. But we're 4 wide. Look at that. 4 wide in front of Marvel. Yeah, just a little bit of incidental contact. Marvel's kind of charging through there, and he's going to make contact with Fox, so he's going to get spun again. Oh, that's got to be frustrating. 2 races, 2 spins. As he's doing his best to kind of avoid the cluster. Well, maybe it wasn't Fox who got spun. I misspoke. It must have been someone else. Anyway, not a big deal. Try not to rewind too much because I'm running out of gas here. But I kind of wanted to see what happened on this crazy little section. So Fatman kind of does that to him, or no, Clouds kind of does that to himself there. Ah, it was Crack. And I think this is highlighting. Oh yeah, look at that. So that's just unfortunate there. A little bit of a turn 1 massacre. Really aggressive move from Fatman early on in that corner. Sends Crack into the side of someone else. And you just got to be more careful, I think, going into turn 1. It's a 45-minute race. And you know, you're not going to win the race on turn 1, like, ideally. Does it look cool to go in and make, like, a 6th position overtake? Yeah, of course, that would be cool. But you're going to friggin' cause some issues sometimes like that as well, so... Yeah. Alright, let's take a peek here. Marvel has slid up into P4 while I was rambling on there. Let's see what happens here. Some slight contact there. He gets it done. He gets by. Oh man. Happy leaves the door open here, so the move is there. However, it's not a lot of space. And there is a little bit of a touch there. Happy turns in a little tiny bit. That's a tough one. And that drops Happy down. P6 as JP kind of follows through, and then Happy gets a nice little slap on the ass there from the Team Fanta car. And D-Dubs, whose livery has loaded this time, which is nice. Love to see the liveries. Sometimes the plain ones are cool, but you know, spice it up a little bit. Oh! So we'll go on board with Reese here. We'll see what happened. Oh, someone else was off there. We'll take a look at what happened there first, actually. I'm confused. Oh, goodness. I missed a lot of stuff here. This is just kind of a craziness. My goodness. So Nivet just goes wide. Goes a little bit too deep. That's going to happen sometimes. Marvel and Nivet are racing hard. No, that's... So that's just unfortunate. They're trying to battle there. And unfortunately, that's sometimes that's the way it goes. Looks like maybe a little bit of a sketchy rejoin from Marvel, and does he smack the Fanta driver? No. Well, that's right, it was Reese. Let's take a quick look at this. I don't want to spend too much time on incidents, but I'm always curious to see what happened. If he gets a better exit, oh, he just drives in the back of him there. That's, I know there's not a lot he can do because he's thinking that he's got a really good exit speed and he's going to get an overtake, but sometimes when you see that happen in a new car, you just got to let off and try to avoid it as best you can, even if it's going to cost you some time. Alright. So Jezza, I think finished on the podium in our sprint. He's making his way through the field here in the Audi. As he goes a little wide there. Crack's going to steal that position back, and Happy drag in front of him has a half-second penalty, so he'll be looking to maybe snag another spot as he goes for a little love tap on the ass there of Happy. As the two Audis keep up their teamwork streak, and they keep trying to push the pack together here, just like they did in the sprint, working together. Alright, so... Wow. Craziness. Oh, Marvel, that's Get a better look at this from his angle here. Hard racing into the hairpin here. But he's got a chance to kind of stick to the apex there, and he actually spins. That's a 2-for-1 there. He spins 2 cars with 1 impact. That's crazy. You have to try your best to avoid collision, even if it means sacrificing a little bit of time sometimes. He just played a little game of pinball there. Okay, so let's check back in here with Fabian, who is in the lead. What have I missed? When did that happen? My goodness, I'm having a hard time remembering here. Oh, that was this section. I didn't realize that was for the lead at the time. Okay, so we'll fast forward that kind of back to where we were. Fabian's in the lead. Fox P2, JP P3, Marvel P4, Devitt P5. Very different looking grids so far after a couple laps here. Reese P6, Happy P7, Crack P8, Jezza P9 with his teammate Denz behind him, P10, Lord P11, Nivet P12, B-Dubs P13, Wow, P14, and then Clouds bringing up the rear here. JP searching for a way by here, trying to sneak up into P2. He's right on the bumper of Fox. Through the first little section here. JP's got a good exit. Let's see if he's going to try and take a run here. And he's going to get it done. There it is. JP gets by Fox, and he's up in a P2. Just needed a little bit of time, and you got the move done. So Fox loses a little bit of time in that section there. Marvel P4. The Audis have been split by Crack, who's made his way back up into P6. Gets passed on the straight by one of the Audis. As they get close, almost to an overtake in turn 1 on the car in front of them. Almost within range, but not quite. looks like Marvel there slides off for a sec. Let's kind of check out what happened here. Misses the apex a little bit of lag going on. Touches the grass, although I'm thinking what this replay showed is probably not actually what happened based on that. So now the Audis start applying pressure. But this is a good little battle here between these four cars. So we're gonna hang out with this one because I think this is probably some of the closest battling, as P1 and P2 are quite spread out. And the tight left. A little bit of contact there, but everyone's okay. As now T-Nivet says, I want in on this fight. He gets his car right up in there. So he's going to have a chance to stick with this group moving forward. As the Viper makes a little mistake in a turn one, and that, oh, he's gonna hold it. I thought definitely he was gonna lose one, maybe two positions there, but he's held on to that P4. Little mistake from Crack there. That's gonna let Reese through, or maybe he's letting his teammate through. Tough to say there. Could have went a little wide there, letting his teammate go by, saying, "Hey, I think you might have a little bit more pace than me." We'll check out what happened there. Maybe a little bit of contact. This racing has been really tight for these sections. Oh, okay. Jezza just misses the braking point there a little bit and just flies into no man's land. And that happens sometimes when you're racing. Sometimes these things happen. You're pushing. He does a good job to do his best to try and avoid everyone. So, kudos there to Jezza for trying to avoid everyone. He just made slight contact with Marvel, and that did cost him a couple positions there. So, just like that, Reese has snuck up into fourth. He clearly has some great pace on this track, so that's a good drive from him so far as he is hunting for a dual win here. So these two go side by side. He's going to lose the position to the first Audi there. I should actually check in with some of the other battles here on track. At least check in on how everyone's doing. T-Nivet, he's into P9 now. Davith, he's up P10. T-Dubs, he's got a half-second penalty. P11. Clouds, he's made his way up into P12 here. He's doing a good job. Quackhouse, P13. Lord Hands, he's in P14. And Happy Dragon, just struggling at the back of the pack here. So Fabian, with some clean air, not having to battle anyone, is benefiting a little bit. However, JP, some quicker splits than Fabian. So he's slowly closing that gap, although Fabian has the fastest lap of the race. JP was faster on the last 2 laps. Maybe a small mistake from Fat Ben there, as he's about 3 seconds off his race pace. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I'll stop yawning. Fox, a great recovery so far. Up into P3 on those medium tires. And P4, Reese is battling back and forth with the Audi driver behind him, trying to hold him at bay. So again, the top 3 are quite spread out, so there's not a lot to check in with there. There's some close racing going on here between P4, P5, and P6. Oh, and that's unfortunate for the Audi there. 1 second penalty, that's really going to hurt. That's going to give Team Nimitz maybe another position here as he takes a half-second penalty. So that's going to put Marvel in striking distance to pick up 2 positions going into this hairpin on this next lap. So see how he fares there. DeVith, he's up, still just holding down P10. Clouds, D-Dubs, Quackhouse, Lord Hams, Lord Hams, and Happy Dragon. So, not too much going on here. It looks like we got a too wide here. Marvel down the inside, gets it done. Denz has snuck his way up into P1 here as Fox jumped onto the soft tires. And BRZ, excellent on tires, so a longer soft stint is definitely possible. As Denz is doing an excellent job with those tires. Wow. Crack struggling a little bit more. Side by side. A little bit of contact again, but we're okay. We're okay. JP's fallen into P10. Maybe a little bit of an incident there as he had a 204 and a 202. So that's got to be frustrating there. Okay. So Denz out to quite a commanding lead here. Crack, a little bit of a lead on Nivet, but definitely something that can be closed. As Nivet goes 7/10, 8/10 quicker on the last lap, so that gap will probably shrink to nothing. Marvel doing a great job. He's in P5 with that tank of a car. As we'll look to see how many cars pit on this lap or the next lap, which I believe is kind of like the most common pit strategy for the one stop. So a little bit of a spread on the field here. It'll be interesting to see once everyone gets their pit stops done, where everything will kind of fall into place here. So Crack bails into the pits here. Lap 14, his mediums were pretty toasted. JP's already made his stop. Fatman, excellent on the tires. Wow. Assuming he hasn't already pit, but I don't think he has. Yeah, no, definitely not. Oh no, lap 6. That's right, he started on the soft tires, so he definitely might have to be doing a 2-stop, as it looks like he didn't fill enough fuel. I'll have to check back in with that later in the race. We're on lap 14 here. There's still another 20 minutes to go in this race. We're not even close yet to being done. That's JP on the mediums. Good race from him so far. As Reese fighting his way back through the pack here. A sprint winner. He puts himself in between Team Fat. So a big chunk of the field into the pits here as the one-stoppers are going to come out here. Let's see where he comes out. Just behind Fox. So, clouds. Looks like that's going to put JP, as of right now, in first, followed by Reese, followed by Fox and Dens. So we're going to have a nice little battle here for the lead. Penalties being handed out here, assumingly for track limits. Those 0.5 second penalties really can bog you down during the course of a race. A couple here, a couple there. Next thing you know, you lost 2 to 3 seconds. That's that kind of tough. So, now that I think all the stops are done except for... Oh, and I missed what happened here. Oh, Lord knows I've done that many, many times before. Just catches a little bit of the grass or a little bit of the gravel there on the outside, and just that sends him into the wall. He's got engine damage, so it's going to take a little bit for a lot of that to recover. So that's tough for Fat Band there. As he's going to be passed on the straight there by Fox. So Fox into P3 and Den's P4. Crack hangs out in P6. Ways back here from Den's. Fat Band still has to pit, so that's going to drop him quite a ways back. Potentially into maybe a P8 or P9. Tough to say. Might even come out behind the 3 drivers there. Around Clouds area, so yeah, P11 would make sense. As David picks up another penalty. Every time I feel like I scroll over him, he's getting a penalty, unfortunately. And Marvel down into P14, that Viper. The fuel is just a gas guzzler, so even though he was in good position rolling into the pits, he loses a couple seconds here and there just to some of the nonsense sometimes happens. JP. Really doing a good job here to stretch out his lead. But Reese, we saw the pace he had in the sprint. So he's going to be working hard here over the next 5-ish laps to close that gap. It looks like he's about 7/10 faster. So that does put him potentially in striking range before the end of this race. But we'll see. Den's really kind of out in no man's land here. Quite a ways to second. And less pace than Reese, so Fat Band still has not only a penalty to serve here, and he might just grab another one actually. But he also has another pit stop to do here, so that's going to drag him down. That's going to put Crack in the P4, which means these top three here, 1, 2, and 3, have a massive gap to the next closest car. Oh my goodness. I am in total shock. JP and Reese are both pitting. They definitely, I feel like, have enough fuel to finish this race without another stop. There's only like 3 or 4 more laps to go here, guys. Maybe 5. What are you doing? Just bolted on the softs, didn't refuel, but oh, that's a lot of lost time for him. That's unfortunate. Now JP's really going to have to battle for all these overtakes again. Given he's on this pressure compound, but he had quite a bit of life on those mediums rolling still. I'm shocked to see a pit there from them. So that puts Dens into a commanding lead. Yeah, assuming, and by the looks of it, he's got enough fuel. So, pending some sort of mistake, he has this on lock. As JP's clock is running out to chase for P1 here. Fox benefiting from some of the different pit strategies, as the BRZ is just able to make those soft tires go so long. I believe Fox came in like lap 10 or 11 through on those softs, and they're still in pretty good shape. Looked like I saw a little bit of contact here. kind of check it out. Nope, just lag. Just saw a little bit of lag when I was looking at it. Paco's kind of leaves the door open there for Fabian. He takes the easy overtake. Marvel now. He's all the way back, P11. DeBeath, P12. Cloud, P13. Lord Hands, P14. Happy Dragon, P15. And wow, just look at the lead here for Dens. What an incredible race for him there so far, as he has probably 3 laps or so to hold on to this one. Oh, muted there. That's probably why. Great race there from T Nivet so far, as he's into P3 right now. And so far, just a good recovery drive from Fox, who had a little bit of bad luck in the sprint. And then, I think lap 1, or maybe it was lap 2, just some bad luck right at the start there. But under pressure here from Reese, as Reese is itching to get by. Go on board here, as Reese on the fresh tires is going to make quick work there, unfortunately, as he goes purple through that sector. Reese, fast lap of the race as well. And unfortunately for Fox, I just don't think he's going to have the grip to compete with Reese on those fresh tires. But as for Reese, I don't know if he's going to have the time here to get in range of T Nivet, unless T Nivet makes some sort of mistake. The gap is just too big, and there's probably only, probably 2 laps left. So we're winding down here to the end of this one. So unfortunately, some of the pit strategies didn't pay off. But I think in the case of, where's the P15? Missed what happened there. 10-second incident last lap. Must have cost him. That's unfortunate there. But whatever Dens did is most certainly the way, as he has been flying around this track today. And in the feature, just no doubt in the strategy, just total confidence. JP, again, also another great race from him, as he looks to keep himself close to the top of the standings. I haven't looked at the Tier 7 standings, but he's definitely got to be up there after his performance at Suzuka. T. Nivet as well, with a good potential, assuming he holds off Reese here, who is closing that gap. But another good drive for him, and he gains some more important points here in the championship. And this is definitely going to be the last lap. So we're going to do 23 here at Barcelona. And where's he? We got any battles going on here? We got D-dubs on Jezza in the last lap, maybe on Fox as well. Crack is in no man's land. Same with Fabian. Fabian had to make another pit stop. Oh god, and it looks like maybe he crashed into the wall there again. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't do that in practice when I was working on this track. So, I feel your pain, Fabian. That's a frustrating race for him. He was up front, and I think just maybe got caught with his pants down with the wrong strategy today. Marvel down P11. He's not going to get a lap in time, so 11, 12, 13, and 14 and 15 are going to go as such. They don't get a chance to battle, so let's go up front here. Den's too big a lead. No one's touching him. JP, the same thing. T-Nevitt and Reese, though. T-Nevitt trying to hold him off. Reese has got the pressure tires. Honestly, I think here T-Nevitt's a bit of a sitting duck. Let's go on board. I want to check out that kind of maybe small bump there. I want to see what happened. As they're battling. Oh, that's tough. I think that's, yeah, just a light contact. Trying to give him room. Nivet tries to close the door. The soft tires here on the hairpin with the pressure softs, they just get so much more traction. So he's not going to get that move done in time. So we're going to rewind here. We're going to check out our race winner come across the line here for our feature. That's a great race win, a dominant race win there from the Audi driver. So congrats to him on that race win. JP behind him here, another great drive from him. Congrats to him as well on another podium. Reese is going to sneak into P3 here, although I think had he maybe done the one stop, he had a chance to win this race. T. Nivet did his best to hold on to P3, but Reese on fresh tires was just a little bit too much there. D-Dub P5. Jez is going to come across P6 Fox, P7 Crack, P8 Quackhouse. He's going to come P9 there. So, thanks guys for joining me. Again, apologies to Tier 7 drivers, first off, for taking a little bit longer than I'd like to get this posted. But, yeah, I had a crazy week. And, yeah, wasn't my best commentary. Definitely exhausted, if you can't tell by my voice. But I'll be back next week, hopefully in more timely fashion, although I will give you guys some forewarning. Next week is kind of looking about the same in terms of my schedule and availability. So, worst comes to worst, it'll be the same thing Sunday night for me, late night. I'll get it done before your next race, but yeah, again, sorry guys. I just wanted to get it done for you guys earlier in the week, but it just wasn't in the cards. So, uh, congrats to our race winners. And next week we are at Atopolis, so a challenging track. Again, congrats to the race winners. Sorry about the crappy comms. A little bit tired, but I wanted to get this done for you guys because it's fun watching these back. So, anyways, guys, it's been the dude. Take it easy and good luck on your Monday races, guys. And I will see you next time. Have a good night.